Over 15 years ago, we created this book, and it's a hardcover book. And in essence, what it was is a book to forecast our future over the next 3 to 4 years. And what a powerful exercise this is. And as I pulled this book out recently and started looking through it, and it's a book it's broken down by categories one might expect, and it's got pictures in it that resonate, the kind of pictures of the life that we wanted to live, and intentionally how we wanted to live at the time. I was still working in corporate America, and I knew what I didn't want, and probably just as much as what I did want. And everything, I mean, really, truly, everything in this book, as I look through it, even when I look at the financial part, I'm like, how did I think I was going to get by on so little? But regardless, they've all pretty much become reality. I mean, sure, there's a few places that I wanted to travel that we still have not traveled. But in essence, this is really the life that we've created. And since that time, we've modified this process. And in fact, today, it's so interesting to think. 15 years ago, I had no idea that this would be the foundation, the backbone of the process, that we would be using it now at the center. But now this is part of the process that we use, helping folks that are facing consequential transition. Now, why is it that we need to be facing consequential transition to go ahead and build a book like this, or to do deep vision work? We don't. But the fact of the matter is, for whatever reason, folks tend to be in a place where there's a higher form of leverage to do it, to step outside of our lives. And the pandemic's really created an opportunity. And never in a more than a time in my history anyway, have I seen people willing to step outside, look back in and go, nah, I'm not willing to do that anymore. Or, I really want to start doing this, or I'm going to make this change mindfully because I want to be more conscious in how I design, build, and run my life. And the process that we use we've developed what's called a hierarchy of fulfillment, allows us to work through several different stages in order to do so. And what I just would suggest to you today is, as you sit there, is think about just real basis point. I'll give you 3 questions. One is, how would you define a life well lived? What does that mean to you? What's your story around it? And with that also, you might ask yourself, well, what's it mean to have a high quality of life? If you believe in the paradigm that life is a journey, which most people do, then how do we enjoy the journey while we're in it, while we're living the journey? How do we truly be more fulfilled and happy and have joy and peace day in and day out? And I'm not saying we're going to love everything that happens. I'm not going to say that we're not going to have challenges. But the fact of the matter is, wouldn't it be great to every day, like your ideal day? One of the exercises that we have in that when we work through this, and I'll give that one to you right now, is define your ideal day. What, not the ideal day that you have when you're on vacation, but the ideal, like today is Tuesday. What time do you want to wake up? How do you want to start your day? How is the day structured? What things do you want to enjoy to be able to do? And then the ideal week, right? Maybe there's certain things that you want to do a couple times a week, maybe not every day, but you'd like to have included. And then the ideal month. And this becomes the framework of, okay, well, maybe you're not living that now, but in essence, what is it that we're working towards? That's always the first step. And here's the caveat, and probably the most important piece for you to understand. Because of our blind spots, because of the things that happen in our subconscious mind that quite frankly hold us back from not being able to architect a life and live the life that we want, even through consequential transition, is this: we don't see the how. And oftentimes, because we don't see the how, we're not willing to do the process of what. And with a vision book, with defining something, it's getting clarity on what the what is. The how is not for us to solve. in this process. And in many cases, it's not as forever to solve, but that's content for a later time. I'm Chris Yonker. Thanks for watching.